Alright people, how's everyone doing? Today I'm going to make a very interesting video. I'm going to be going over the best business model to start this year as a complete beginner. This is specifically for people who are kind of, like, you've always wanted to start a business, but you always feel like you're kind of lost, you don't know what to do. There's 20 different options out there. You've tried doing this, you've tried doing that, nothing seems to be working. I know for me, the biggest thing that helped me back at the beginning, I just didn't know what to do. Like, I had the drive, I had the energy, but I just didn't know what to offer or do as a job or position to make money online specifically. I didn't want a job, okay? I wanted to do like something online. And no matter what I tried, I could never make money. Okay, so today, now looking back at like younger Oliver, I know exactly what I would do and what would have been the right path for me, and it's what I actually did without really realizing it. Okay, so today I'm going to be sharing exactly what I would do, and there's even going to be a job offer at the end for you guys. There is, so if you're interested, we're hiring. So watch till the very end. I'll explain what the job description is, and maybe I can help you jumpstart this sort of new career of yours when it comes to entrepreneurship and learning useful skills. So when starting out, you're in one of two situations. Okay. Like as a whole, as a person, you either have lots of time or you have money. Yes, you can have a bunch of time and money, but most likely if you're in that situation, you're not watching this video. Okay, if you're watching this video, probably you have lots of time. Either you're working some part-time job, you might be working full-time as well, but you're not making like a crazy amount of money. Okay, you don't have money to throw around left and right. Maybe you're probably a student, so you have a bunch of time. You're not studying, you're drinking, you're partying every day, but you're not making crazy amounts of money. Okay, so chances are you don't have lots of capital to risk at the beginning. Okay, but you have lots of free time. So for me, my first recommendation is this is the first thing, avoid anything that requires you to invest lots of money to start. Even if you do have 10K in the bank to spend on a business idea or something, the issue is that you're not making 10K per month consistently. If I make 100K this month and I spend 100K on some business idea and it doesn't work out, I'll still make 100K next month. Yes, it's going to hurt a lot, but I mean, it's fine. Like, I'm not going to go starving. But if that's all the money I have and I risk it on the business idea, then I'm screwed. Okay, so avoid anything that requires lots of money to invest. For me, I don't really know the space, to be honest. Like, I know I'm a guru online, but I'm not that much of a guru. But let's say drop shipping, I know you need to test like a bunch of products by running Facebook ads or whatever. So again, run ads, test, post the profit margins are super low, and now it's like super competitive. I don't like drop shipping. Trading, that's something I used to do. Well, that was my ticket out of, this. Like, I wanted to make a bunch of money by trading. So I'm very knowledgeable in the space, but this is one thing I didn't really, in my head it was a bit, it wasn't too clear. You need money to make money in trading, okay? I know it's fun. You can sit in your basement and you put some numbers and then magically you make a couple of grand by just, placing buy orders and sell orders on the resistance lines, sorry. But if you're trading with $1,000, okay, if you start off with this and you make a 10% trade, which is really good, if you're day trading, you basically made $100. Okay, like, it's nothing crazy, and then you're at 1.1, and then you constantly have to redo that. And it's not like, if you're playing with like 100K and you make a 1% trade, then you're making 1K per day. Now you're starting to get to like good numbers. But do you have 100K in the bank, and do you have 100K to risk to learn how to trade? That's like, it's huge. Okay, so no more day trading. Okay, we're not going to become day traders right now. And then another one that I hear often is affiliate marketing. I just don't do affiliate marketing. Okay, like, it's fine. Like, I'll give you guys the solution. Okay, so these are the business models that I hear. Can you make money from them? Yeah, 100%. Have people done it? Yes, 100%. But this is my video, and I'm gonna tell you what I would do if I were in your shoes. Okay, so instead, focus on selling services. Okay, your time. Don't worry, I'm gonna expand a bit more on this. Okay, this can be lead generation, so like marketing services, so like SMMA or stuff like that. This can be like another service would be like editing, anything that's online, so content creation, editing, thumbnail, and stuff like that. I included a random one, for the ones that might find this appropriate. You can also do in-person jobs or services, to build up some capital. That's what I did when I started out. I put window cleaning because that's what I did. I had a business where I was going door to door, selling window cleaning services. So I would knock, pitch, they say yes, I clean their window, they would pay me, I think it was $200 I was charging. which was pretty good. Honestly, I was like making 2 to 3 sales per day. I was like, it was pretty good. I really hated the fact that I physically had to go clean and be outside in the heat and everything. So for me, like, it wasn't a long-term play, but it did allow me to just build up some money and also learn how to speak with people and close and do service delivery and everything. Okay, so if nothing is working, you really need money, buy like something to clean windows or a lawnmower or whatever, and just go door knocking and sell some contracts. Okay, and this is like the quickest way to make money. You won't become rich, it's not fun, but you will make money. My recommendation, okay, is you should, before even wanting to start a business, okay, if you're just starting out and you have no idea what you're doing, you're a college student, you don't really have like that much of like a useful skill in entrepreneurship, this is my recommendation, and that's what I did without even realizing that I was following this plan. Okay, it works extremely well, and from experience, all of the top entrepreneurs that I hang out with now, they've all done something like this. All of them. It is crazy how we all have like a similar story. Learn one of these 3 skills. Okay, it doesn't have to be all 3. One of these 3. Either learn how to do appointment setting. Okay, this is the job offer. Learn how to close, or learn something in the content, personal brand building, content creation space. Okay, editing, thumbnails, posting, or how to grow accounts. Something in social media. Okay, let's go through one by one. Now, appointment setting. If you can generate someone a bunch of qualified appointments for their business, no matter what they're selling, they will pay you lots of money. Why? Because I have a bunch of appointment setters that I'm paying a lot of money to. Okay, those appointments are worth so much money to me, and if someone is good and they're able to do it, I will pay them good money for it. This is good for people who don't really like speaking to people, so you don't see yourself in like a closing position where you're trying to convince someone, you're using sales tactics, you're having conversations all day, like talking with random strangers that you just met online. If that's not your personality type and you don't see yourself doing that, I think appointment setting is like a good option. Okay, you can text people. There's other ways to generate appointments as well, but for us, it's like cold DMs mostly. But you can do email or whatever, like the other methods that exist. So if you don't like to really speak with people face to face and you just like to be on your computer and like you don't mind texting or writing and stuff like that, consider doing appointment setting. Okay, because again, if you become good at appointment setting, when you have your business one day, no matter what you're selling, you will be good at generating an appointment. And even if you're horrible at closing, if you have enough appointments, if you have enough volume, eventually you will close a couple of people and you'll make money. All right? Or you hire a closer. Okay? Which brings me to my second point, closing. That's the second skill. This is what I did. Okay? So when I was a young baby in college and university, I was supposed to take an internship, engineering internship. Okay? I looked at the jobs. I got a position at like a bus production, like they were building city buses. Okay, I was supposed to look at their operations and find ways to optimize the system so they could build more buses quicker. I wasn't really excited for it. Okay, like I had to do an internship, and I was like, bro, I was gonna do it, but I wasn't too excited. I went to class. I sat down in one of the classrooms. There was a piece of paper that was like stuck to my ass. I was like, what the hell is there? I take it and I see it's a flyer for a door knocking position selling pest control. I was like, huh. And it said like make 40K in the summer. I was like, bro, well, what the hell are they talking about? You know? So I look at the flyer. I go on the website while I'm in class on my computer, do my research, and I see, I'm like, huh, it's an actual company and they're hiring students to door knock on commission based only. And they're selling pest control. And they advertise it as you can make a bunch of money, which I found kind of sketchy. But what I really liked is they advertise as, we will teach you on how to sell, how to become a good salesperson. And at that point, I was like, okay, I don't need money that much. Like, I'm just a student. But I really would like to sell, because I know if you sell, like, you can sell anything afterwards, you know? So that's what I did. I spent the summer, learned how to door knock, sold pest control in the heat in the summer. It wasn't fun, but it did allow me to become really good at sales. All right, and I don't really like people, to be completely honest with you guys. Sorry for those who know me. So I don't really like talking to people and stuff like that, but I am good with people, okay? There's a difference between liking to talk with people. Like if you enjoy speaking and meeting people, that's even better for this position, for closing. But the most important is that you're good at like people. So when you just think about it, when you meet someone for the first time, like a friend introduces you to a friend, are you easily able to just like start a conversation, find common points and just getting them to sort of like you and just build that like connection with them? Or are you a bit more awkward where you're just like, hi, and you kind of just sit on the side and you don't speak much? Okay, if you're in that second, probably appointment setting is better. But if you're closing and you're good at just like having conversations, meeting people, good first impressions and stuff like that, I would consider closing. Okay, I prefer closing over appointment setting, but they're both extremely valuable. It's just my personality type. Okay, if you have a personality type that's not for closing, then you're going to prefer appointment setting. With closing, my closer in my company makes about 30K per month. Okay? If you don't want a company, you don't want the burden and the stress of running a company, paying people, dealing with, legal problems and stuff like that, you can live a very good life off a 30K commission, working from your computer, making your own hours, and not having like a regular job, 9 to 5. Okay? And also, the biggest advantage is you can easily become your own closer once you have your own offer. So let's say you close for me for a year. Of course, you're going to become a really good closer. I'm giving you 8 calls per day. You're closing, you're collecting high ticket, you're making money. And then when you sell your own stuff, you're like, it's the same exact thing. I just have to, do the service delivery. But other than that, I have to close. It's copy paste. So you can easily make the transition and start your own business, which in return can make you a bunch of money. Now, before I go to the last one, many people have the misconception that like closers don't make a shit ton of money, and if I'm an appointment setter, I'll never make any money. Is it easier to make more money as a closer than it is an appointment setter? Yes, 100%. Okay, a new closer that I hire that's somewhat decent can make at least 10K USD per month. All right, but they have to be good. Okay, I'm very picky with my closers, and most people are, because they're the heart of the company, the most important position. Appointment setters, can they make a shit ton of money? Harder. Okay, it's a lot harder to generate a bunch of income through appointments. Generating appointments for someone, you can make, I'd say, 3 to like less than 10K. Let's say 7K. Like let's say 5K per month. Okay, let's say you can make 5K per month if you're very good and closing for a good company, or setting for a good company. Which again, we're offering a position. I'm going to talk about it at the end of the video. This is the misconception, okay? My head appointment setter who joined me, at the beginning, he was just a setter. But he was so good, and he really like dedicated his time to my company, and I saw like his dedication, I saw how hard he was working. He was working as if this was his own company, which I really respect. I needed more appointment setters. I don't know anything about appointment setting because I'm a closer. So what did he do? He found me another appointment setter, and now he's managing that guy. And I give him a commission off of that setter. So whenever that setter performs well, he gets a bonus on his pay. Today, he is my head of growth, head of acquisition when it comes to appointment setting. He makes a lot more than my closer does. Because the closer is just closing deals one by one. He manages the entire ship that generates my appointments for my company. Okay, we generate 6 to 8 qualified calls per day. All right, and that all happens because of that one person. Today, he makes a shit ton of money. He is my most paid employee in my company, and he started off as an appointment setter. And he's still not talking with people. He's just on his computer he's talking to setters. He's interviewing them, placing them, working with them, making sure they hit numbers, KPIs are good, and everything. Okay, so it doesn't mean because you're an appointment setter you can never make the same amount of money as a closer. Is it harder? Yes, but you still have the potential, especially if you work with a smaller company and you show them how good you are. Trust me, they will keep you, and you will become so important in their company that they will pay you a lot of money, because I'm in the same situation. Lastly, if generating deals, appointments is not your thing, like you don't want to deal with people, you don't want to talk with people, you don't like this side of like sales and everything, what I would recommend is become good at some technical skill. Okay, it doesn't have to be content creation. I put content, again, this is my recommendation, what I could recommend you guys to do. If you want to work in an online space, content is the next thing, okay? Having someone that can help me with my content creation, editing, thumbnails, ideas, managing the posts, filming, recording, all of these things, I hate doing, okay? I really don't like doing these things. But you see, I'm still doing Loom videos and stuff like that. Like I could probably get a proper setup and record like Iman style videos and stuff, but it's just I don't like it. I like just to turn on the camera and speak with people. So if you become really good at content creation and you help entrepreneurs, businesses scale up their social media, people will pay a lot of money for that as well. Okay, because it's very useful. My personal brand is the sole reason why I'm where I am today with my business. If I didn't have that right now, my YouTube, everything, we would not be at this level of income. Okay, so if you're good and you become good at one of these skills and you can bring lots of value to someone, you can still make lots of money. Can you make as much as a closer and appointment setter? Probably not. Okay, to be completely truthful with you guys. Only maybe if you become like head of content and you just manage everything, you manage a huge team of editors and stuff like that, that probably you can make a lot of money as well by doing it, but it's less, I don't want to say less valuable of a skill, but it's easier to learn, easier to outsource, so you're more replaceable, if you know what I mean. However, a head closer, someone who's very good, is very hard to replace, as well as an appointment setter. Okay, but if these things aren't your personality type, don't force yourself to do these things just for the sake of money. Okay, because in the long run, it will hurt and you won't make money. Okay, so if this is more in line of your personality, you're more of like I use geek, it's not to insult you guys. I even tell people that I look like a geek as well. But like if you're a geek, if you know what I mean by this, it's probably best if you learn some sort of skill. It doesn't have to be in the content, it can mean something else, but in the online space, I think learning how to help people with their personal brand or stuff like that has the potential to make you lots of money. So yeah, harder to make money. We'll need to partner up with a closer or a setter. So if you become someone who helps people with their social media, yes, you're very good at service delivery, but if you cannot generate appointments and deals, then like your services aren't going to be used. So you will have to partner up with someone who knows what they're doing, or just hire the people once you make money working for someone else. Okay, so I hope this was useful. Last point, we can hire you for appointment setting. So we're constantly hiring appointment setters. We have a big team. You will be speaking with my head appointment setter, the one that I just mentioned in this little story in this video. There's going to be a link in the description. So take a look, apply. There's a couple of questions. There's I think you have to record a video of yourself, just introduce and just make sure you're legit. We want to have some sort of commitment from you guys, not just click a bunch of buttons and apply. We need serious people. You have very good potential to make pretty good money. I know in the form it says how much money you can make. So look at that, and if you want to work with me, with my team, learn the skill how to appointment set, so that in the future when you start your own business, you can generate your own appointments. Take a look at the application. I think that's going to be the first best move. If you're just starting out, you don't have any skills and everything like that, it's like me. The first thing I did, I worked for someone else and I learned how to close by door knocking. And you guys would be at this point, which is appointment setting. It's harder to find a closing position at someone like me, in a company online business, if you don't have experience. Okay, I'm going to tell you right away from experience, it's a lot harder. That's why I did door knocking and I didn't work for an online business. Okay, so anyways, this video is long enough. I hope this was useful. As usual, guys, if you have any questions, send me a DM on Instagram. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, best of luck this year with your business. I wish you the very best, and we'll see each other in the next video. Bye-bye.